Hola. Look at my shorter beard. So, here's the news of the day. Windows 13s came in. Now, this would have just thrilled the shit out of me 2 months ago, or 2 weeks ago, maybe 3. But here's the sitch. I started wearing my Ultras every day to work. And I feel like my feet have really adapted. I really like them. Every other thing I wore to work, I could feel these imbalances. My feet would get tired, or I could feel that I could feel every single heel elevation, and I didn't like my Hokas, which are a 4mm drop. And I thought, there's just nothing better for your foot than Ultras. And I thought it would be a good way to begin adapting to running in them. So, because it would, if you want to lengthen your Achilles and you want to make the zero drop transition, wearing them as your day-to-day shoes is a good way to go about it. But now I don't like anything else. So for my long runs, the last 2 long runs that I've done, just to be fair, in my Ghost 12s and my 1080s, both times my toes have ended up bleeding because they're now accustomed to being spread out, and in any other shoe besides Ultras, they're now cramped together. My toenails scratch at each other. And yeah, everything else feels weird besides my Escalantes. I wanted some of the new Hokas, and both of them just felt too weird. They just did not fit right. So now I'm totally unexcited for the Ghost 13. But, you wouldn't have been able to convince me last month that I was bored and hesitant to run in the Ghost 13. Like, I was trying to import them from Australia, and now I'm like, eh. So, for you guys, which is no one, no views on all my videos, I will run in my Ghost 13s, let you know how I feel. Now, everyone knows that the difference between the Ghost 12 and the Ghost 13 is that the DNA Loft runs the entire length of the shoe now, and it's Biomigo, whatever, on the inside. Very little is different about the outsole. The heel cup is like a big difference. A lot of people, including myself, felt that the heel on the Ghost 12 was just a monster of slippage. Like, everyone says, oh, my heel's coming out of these. And they really firmed it up back here, to the point where in like normal socks, it was uncomfortable to have this on. That's how structured and rigid the heel is now. And these are a 10, because I typically wear a 9.5, but in my Ghost 12s, I went up a half size, and I know a lot of people do too as well when I sell them. A lot of people end up feeling just a little bit better in a half size. I feel like a 9.5 would fit me nicely, but my desire for that little extra toe room as my feet have adapted to wearing Ultras makes me think that, yeah, I like to be able to display my toes out a bit. And the 10's not too long for my typical 9.5. They're a 12mm drop, which is just crazy town frolics to someone who wears Ultras all day now. Yeah, let's take them out and see how I feel. Vlog. Oh. Ouch. So, before I even talk about how the Ghost 13 was, I wanted to say at the start, but I forgot that it's not going to be a fair trial anyways. I'm so deep in the fatigue hole from just weeks in a row of running 30Ks and then a 30K and a 20K. I knew during my intervals yesterday that I was just gassed, and I just got through on, grit. And knowing that they're just, it's just 5 minutes, just push as hard as you can tolerate like, it's not a life or death effort, but just a little harder than you really feel like. But yeah, this run was just brute. And my rule for taking a break is wincing. If I find myself wincing during a run, I know it's time to take at least a day off, if not some serious time. I got to tighten up the diet and restock my vitamins because I ran out of glucosamine. But yeah, my knee is hurting, and there's just kind of a general pain in all of my left leg now. And the combination of the new exercises that I'm doing since visiting physio, which I still haven't talked about in a proper way. The fact that I stand all day at work and move around and pace, and yeah, different shoes. And I still don't think that I'm eating perfect. I mean, my daily diet during the work week now is consistently a can of sardines, well, first of all, 3 coffees, a can of sardines, 2 potatoes, 3 eggs, and then dinner, which is always just a protein and mixed vegetables. And a vegan protein shake in there as well. So I just feel like I'm still, missing kind of a lot of stuff. And that could be impacting. And now also, wearing a mask at work, making me feel asthmatic-y again. Yeah, just definitely in the pain period of running. And I will, by God, I will. I don't know if my ringtone came across on camera, so that might have sounded really dumb. And that's all.